Your cat licking you isn't just, "Aw, so cute." It's a message. The real question is, are they saying, "I love you," or "Please help me"? Every lick from your cat is loaded with meaning. Sometimes it's bonding, sometimes it's habit, and sometimes it's a subtle alarm bell that something is seriously wrong. Most owners miss the difference, and that's when cats suffer in silence. So in this video, you're going to learn how to decode every type of lick, from the soft, sandpapery kisses to the lick-then-bite ambush, so you can finally understand what your feline is really trying to tell you. Let's start with the most common one. The gentle, repeated lick on your hand, arm, or face. That's your cat treating you like another cat. In their world, grooming equals trust. Mothers lick their kittens, bonded cats lick each other, and when your cat licks you, they're pulling you into that same inner circle. It's their way of saying, "You're part of my family now." But even here, context matters. Are they calm, purring, and relaxed? That's true affection. Are they licking you frantically, almost obsessively, like they're trying to scrub something off? That could mean anxiety or overstimulation, and you should pay attention. Now, what about the famous lick-then-bite combo? You're chilling on the couch, your cat is grooming your hand like you're the most precious thing on earth, and then chomp. Not a full attack, but a sharp little nip. That's not your cat randomly turning evil, it's a message. Sometimes it's playful. "Hey, I'm in hunting mode now, not cuddle mode." If their ears are forward, eyes bright, and tail friendly, they're just playing. But if their ears flatten, their tail starts lashing or puffing up, or their body tenses, that bite is them saying, "Too much, stop, I'm overstimulated." Every lick builds up sensation on their skin, and some cats hit a point where affectionate touch flips into irritation. That bite is a warning label you shouldn't ignore. Here's where it gets darker. When your cat licks you constantly in the same spot, especially if they're also licking themselves bald. That isn't love anymore. That's self-soothing behavior on overdrive. Cats groom to comfort themselves the way humans bite their nails or twirl their hair under stress. When licking becomes rough, frequent, and focused, creating red skin or bald patches, your cat might be in physical pain, highly stressed, or even dealing with underlying illness. They're not just licking you, they're using you as a coping mechanism. And that's your cue to take their mental and physical health seriously. To really crack the code behind a lick, you can't look at the tongue alone. You have to read the whole body. Start with the tail. A relaxed tail, lying still or gently swishing, usually pairs with affectionate licking. A stiff, twitching, or puffed-up tail screams tension. Then check the ears. Ears forward and neutral mean comfort and curiosity. Ears pinned back or swiveling constantly mean "I'm nervous" or "I'm done." And finally, look at the pupils. Cats with normal, narrow pupils in bright light are typically calm. Huge, dilated pupils during the day, especially paired with intense licking, can signal fear, pain, or high arousal. The lick is just the headline. The rest of the body is the fine print. You might also notice your cat licking you and then walking away like nothing happened. That quick lick is like a tag. Mine. Cats have scent glands around their cheeks, paws, and body, but their saliva carries their scent too. When they lick you, then curl up in your chair or on your clothes, they're claiming you the way they'd claim a favorite spot. That's also why they love stealing your warm seat the second you stand up. It smells like you. It's cozy, and by sitting there and grooming themselves or licking the fabric, they're mixing your scent with theirs. It's not just comfort, it's ownership. Now let's talk about the butt in the air moment, because yes, it connects to licking too. When you pet your cat along their back and they suddenly raise their rear end, that's not random. The base of their tail is packed with nerve endings, and for a lot of cats, being touched there feels really good, but only if they trust you. It's a vulnerable position. In some unspayed females, it can be a sign they're in heat. But for most cats, that lifted butt is a compliment. If they follow it up by licking your hand, your wrist, or even the air while you're petting them, that's their nervous system blending pleasure, trust, and bonding all at once. You've officially been admitted into their VIP circle. Of course, licking doesn't always involve you directly. Sometimes the way they lick themselves tells you just as much about what they're trying to say. A normal, healthy cat grooms regularly, smooth, rhythmic licks, pausing to nibble gently between their toes or around their claws. That's standard maintenance. But nonstop licking in one area, the belly, the legs, the base of the tail, can be a huge red flag. Allergies, skin infections, parasites, or pain can all drive your cat to lick themselves raw. And here's the twist. Sometimes they'll lick you more when they're feeling this way, as if they're asking for comfort or trying to show you where the problem is, even if they can't point directly at it. Now pair licking with hiding, and the message gets urgent. If your usually social cat suddenly disappears under the bed, into closets, or behind furniture, and you notice they're licking themselves a lot more or licking you in a restless, frantic way, that's your emergency alert. In the wild, injured or sick animals hide so predators can't find them. Your cat still has that instinct. Hiding plus over-grooming, plus changes in eating, drinking, or litter box habits. That's not just mood. That could be pain, kidney issues, infection, or serious stress. At that point, your cat isn't just being weird. They're silently asking you to get help. There's also a sweet, nostalgic meaning behind some licking. Think about when your cat needs you, pushing their paws in and out like they're making dough, purring, sometimes drooling, and maybe throwing in a few lazy licks on your arm or clothes. That's them going right back to their kitten days. Kittens need and nuzzle their mother's belly to stimulate milk and feel safe. When an adult cat needs and licks you, they're basically saying, "You are my safe place. You are my parent now." They might lick your skin, your hair, your clothes, anything that smells like you. It's one of the purest forms of feline affection, even if those tiny needles they call claws make it slightly painful. And then there's the love gifts. You wake up to a dead mouse, a toy, or a random object dropped at your feet. Sometimes they lick it, nudge it, and then look straight at you. This is training behavior. In cat language, they think you're a terrible hunter who needs help. So when they bring you prey or toys, especially after licking or grooming them, they're not just being gross. They're feeding you, teaching you, and folding you into their family structure. That lick before the gift is like a seal. I prepared this for you. If you've ever wondered why your cat ignores their water bowl but happily drinks from your glass, the tap, or even the toilet, licking is part of that story too. In the wild, still water can be risky, stagnant, dirty, or contaminated. Running water is safer, fresher, so when your cat leans over to lick from a dripping faucet or tries to sneak licks from your glass, they're following ancient instincts. They may also dislike the smell or taste of their bowl or the bowl's location, and if you notice them licking odd surfaces like walls, plastic, or fabric, that can indicate nutritional deficiencies, nausea, or other medical issues. Embedded in that weird licking is a message about what feels off in their world. Let's jump to nighttime for a second. You hear loud meowing at 3 a.m. and you get up to find your cat pacing, licking themselves between cries, or licking you and then yowling again. Cats are naturally most active at dawn and dusk, but excessive noise plus restless grooming can mean something more. That combination might be boredom, loneliness, or a need for mental stimulation. In older cats, it can also point to confusion, anxiety, or cognitive changes. When they lick you at night and then cry, it can be them reaching out, "Are you here? Do you see me? Something doesn't feel right." Now there's a trap almost every cat owner falls into: the exposed belly. Your cat rolls onto their back, shows that fluffy stomach, maybe throws in a lick on their paw or chest while looking at you. You think, belly rub time. You reach in and boom, claws, teeth, chaos. What just happened? Your cat is sending a very mixed, very feline message. Showing their belly is a sign of trust. That's where all their vital organs are. When they expose it, they're telling you, "I feel safe around you." But that doesn't necessarily mean, "Please touch this." A quick lick of their paw or side while lying like that can signal they're relaxed, but still wired with instinct. When you suddenly invade that vulnerable area, their natural reflex is to defend. So that lick you saw wasn't an invitation. It was the calm before the storm. Scratching and licking often go hand in hand too. You see shredded couch corners and untouched scratching posts, and you might feel personally attacked. But here's the thing. Your couch smells like you. That makes it prime real estate. When your cat scratches, they're marking territory with scent glands in their paws. When they lick themselves or the surface afterward, they're layering scent to strengthen that claim. It's not revenge, it's scent communication, exercise, and emotional comfort bundled together. If they lick you right after scratching your furniture, they're not apologizing. They're trying to pull you into that shared territory. One of the most misunderstood lick alternatives is intense staring. Your cat will sit across the room, lick their paw, wash their face slowly, then freeze and lock eyes with you. That stare is them studying you. Cats watch your routines, your timing, your patterns. That look before dinner, that's them sending a mental reminder. You feed me now. They may throw a slow blink in there too. That's like a kiss in cat language. The grooming and the stare together mean, you're my world and I'm tracking you like the sun. Let's go back to licking as a warning sign, because this is where small details can save lives. If your cat starts licking at one specific area of their body, like a joint, the base of the tail, or their belly, over and over, they might be pointing to pain. Cats are experts at hiding discomfort. They won't cry out the way humans do. Instead, they might limp slightly, hesitate to jump, or obsessively groom the area that hurts. Combine that with hiding, changes in appetite, or litter box issues, and you've got a message that shouldn't be ignored. Your cat can't say, "My hip hurts," but their tongue is pointing you in the right direction. And what about when your cat licks you, then immediately goes to lick themselves? That can be them fixing your scent. You smell like outside, like other animals, or just like something unfamiliar, so they lick you, then lick themselves, blending the scents so everything feels unified again. In their mind, they're bringing order back to their little universe. It's a small dominance move, a bit of anxiety management, and a lot of bonding. Sometimes licking is linked to stress you can't see. Big changes, moving houses, new furniture, new people, another pet, loud renovations, can push your cat into over-grooming or licking you much more than usual. It's their coping mechanism. If you see them licking blankets, chewing on fabric, or constantly seeking your skin to lick, it might be time to create more safe spaces, boxes, high spots, quiet rooms. Think of each lick as a question. Am I safe? Your job is to make the answer yes. Here's something most people don't realize. Not licking can also be a message. If your cat used to give you regular licks and suddenly stops, withdraws, or flinches when touched, that change is loud. Cats rarely go from overly affectionate to cold for no reason. Pain, aging, bad experiences, or even internal issues like dental disease can make licking uncomfortable. If licking disappears, that silence might be just as important as any dramatic behavior. By now, you can see the pattern. A cat's lick is never just a lick. It's affection, ownership, stress relief, instinct, and sometimes a quiet cry for help all rolled into one. The difference between "I love you" and "I'm not okay" lies in the details. Posture, eyes, tail, timing, and what else is happening around that one small gesture. So the next time your cat's rough little tongue hits your skin, pause for a second. Check their ears, look at their eyes, notice their tail. Are they relaxed and purring? Are they tense and twitchy? Are they licking you softly and then settling down, or licking frantically and then disappearing under the bed? Every one of those versions means something completely different. If you start treating those licks like messages instead of background noise, you won't just become a better cat owner, you'll become the one human on earth your cat actually feels understood by. If this helped you decode your cat even a little, don't stop here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with another cat parent who thinks a lick is just cute. Drop a comment telling what your cat's weirdest licking habit is, and next time your feline friend gives you that sandpaper kiss, you'll know exactly what they're really saying.